Ready guys, today taking the TBM down to Salt Lake. Gotta go fly one of the L39s out to Alabama for some maintenance. Beautiful day, although we are gonna go VFR because this is one of those days that IFR and a turboprop in the mountains is not particularly fun.
Trace rhyme, just barely. I go ahead and hand fly for now, especially since we get some ice. Here it's blue sky above, we can probably get on top. One nice thing in this airplane, unlike the Bonanza out here, you just point it where you want to go when you get there.
Alrighty, go to Salt Lake. Okay, looking for NG rise, let's go. Got oil pressure, 13% NG, got a low idle. It's looking good. Good. Starter off. High idle. Temps are good. Good start. Salt Lake.
The inertial separator on. Bleeds on.
System test. Okay.
Okay, controls, instruments, gas. Get the parking brake off. There's the inertial sep. Alpine traffic, TBM back taxiing 3-1 Alpine. Go ahead and set the flaps now. Everything else good. We got lights, air, flaps indicating trims, inertial separator and cast messages out. Yeah, we're just going to shoot through that little gap over there instead of climbing through 10 or 12,000 feet of light to moderate ice. But, you know, it's from 12 to 24,000 feet, so we're not going to have a great rate of climb anyway. Alpine traffic, TBM 91 Pop X-rays, departing runway 31 Alpine. Picking up a little water in the prop today. One runway is nice and wet. Power's set. Now we're off positive rate gears coming up through 115. We'll get the flaps. So 115 flaps coming up. Avoid this little layer right here. Class Golf airspace so we can get as close to the clouds as we want. And now we can climb on up. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Just stunning. Looking up the valley, over the mountains over here. I mean, it's just everywhere is incredible today. So I think for now we're gonna go to like 10.5 and just see what that gives us. I'll just fly up the valley like this for now. We're not going to fly an IMC, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the inertial separator off. We'll get a little more power that way. I mean, that looks like blue sky above. Down here is where there was not supposed to be any ice, really, so we could try it, but I think we're just going to be in the clouds the whole damn time. The key thing is always making sure that you can see what's ahead. You know, if you can see the mountains, there's not a cloud between you and the mountain you're going to run into or something. Yeah, we see the mountains disappearing just a touch, so we're going to have to duck down a little bit to stay under this stuff here. Probably bring the power back. A lot of airplanes where, especially out here in the mountains, there are a lot of days where you don't want to go IFR. Today's more or less one of them. Here it's blue sky above, we can probably get on top, but it looked up ahead like the temps are still in the 20s, that's what they're forecast to be up around here. Key thing is, I always tell people to go towards the light. You know, the brighter spot you see on the horizon or whatever, it's going to be where the better weather is. So head that way. You know, you can see it. As long as you can continue to see the stuff in front of you, you're going to be fine. Okay, I mean, it looks like we could get on top of this here now. Maybe everything's behind us or off to the right. That's kind of what it looks like. So I think we'll just go ahead and do that. One nice thing in this airplane, unlike the Bonanza out here, you just point it where you want to go when you get there. Jet's kind of the same way. Not nearly as much. There we go. Some beautiful blue skies up here. Finally on top of all that shit. It's off over there and behind us. Go to 16.5, we'll set that. We'll go there. Flight level change, turn the autopilot on. Start looking at this. So as we continue to speed up here, I'll bring the power back just a little bit to stay under that torque limit. As torque increases as we get more ram air. Temps will go down. And looking at the forecast radar in 8 flight yesterday, this has pretty much turned out exactly the way it projected. Made it really easy to know that I was taking the TBM today and not the Bonanza. And then same for this journey in the L39, where we're really weather dependent and limited on range to get out to Alabama. So we can pick fuel stops that not just make sense from a fuel price standpoint, but where we can avoid the weather and not have to change all this on the fly later too. So this is a little bit of weather here getting out of Salt Lake today. Just slide through that. Probably get out about 10 a.m., but if it is 11, still not too bad. By noon, we're starting to get a bunch of weather, and by 1, that doesn't look fun. But then out here, this weather's moved a little bit further north today, but if it does extend down here with that stuff, we're still good. Those should keep us good on all the weather, really. Not have to worry about that. At least the weather in Salt Lake's nice right now. Wind's calm, sky's clear, 15 Celsius. I definitely want to get out of Salt Lake before too long. I'm out at 850 mode.
South Valley Regional Airport.
Automated weather observation 1507 Zulu weather, wind 260 at 3, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 16 Celsius, dew point 3, altimeter 2985, remarks, density altitude 5,800.
Okay, now we gotta be 5,600 feet before we get to the Bravo there. But we gotta clear this little 12,000 foot shelf real quick. And then it's dive time.
Romeo, turning base 16 for a touch and go, South Valley.
And it looks like we are clear, so now we gotta push this up, and we got 3 minutes to drop 500 feet, 3 minutes. South Valley traffic, TBM 91 Papa X-ray is about 5 to the east, gonna be over fine for right downwind 16 South Valley. Okay, go ahead and get the inertial separator on before I forget it. There's that guard helicopter there. There's the inertial separator, there's this guy on downwind. South Valley, TBM 91 Papa X-rays, overflying the field to enter the right downwind behind the midfield traffic, 16 South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Skyhawk 746, Tango Whiskey on the downwind runway 16, close traffic, South Valley. Traffic in sight, South Valley.
Go ahead and put the gear and the flaps down. This guy's gonna be slow as shit. We'll just turn outside him so that no matter what, we have a longer path to go. Get fully configured though. There's full flaps, gear, yaw dampers off, inertial separators on, we're good to go. Problem here is with the Bravo, we can't really extend our downwind much, so we gotta make sure that we're just flying a longer pattern, wider pattern than he is, in any case.
South Valley traffic, Skyhawk 746, Tango Whiskey, turning base runway 16, touch and go, South Valley.
But at least he's a touch and go, so we got that.
South Bay traffic, Skyhawk 746, Tango Whiskey, turning final runway 16, touch and go, South Valley.
South Valley traffic, TBM 91 Pop X, return right base 16, South Valley.
$500.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to touch down. Touch down to be in the 4,000 foot marker.
Hello, traffic, Skyhawk 560 Romeo, downwind 16, touch and go,
that
South
better.
Valley.
Airspeed.
Alrighty, welcome to Salt Lake City, where the local time is whatever it is, and I'm gonna go fly some jets.
We needed to get the L-39 to maintenance in Alabama, so Jason flew out to get an L-39 intro by fire, and we did some ground before throwing him in the hot seat for 4 hours of discounted dual. We had so much fun we decided to cross the Atlantic together a month later, and you can come fly the jet too. Go to mattguthmiller.com/L39.
South Valley traffic, TBM 91 Pop X-rays, taxiing away 34 South Valley.
South Valley traffic, Archer 5 Kilo Charlie at the point of the mountain, inbound for the field, straight in for runway 34, traffic permitting South Valley.
Okay, trim is about set.
South Valley traffic, Archer 5 Kilo 1 North Grand Pass for the Bravo, South Valley traffic.
Go ahead and get the heats, set the flaps. We're good to go.
South Valley traffic, Mirror 506 South Echo, turning left crosswind 34 South Valley. South Valley traffic, Cherokee 15984 over the town of Harriman, 6,500 feet, maneuvering South Valley traffic.
South Valley traffic, TBM is departing runway 34 South Valley.
South Valley traffic, 9er2, clear the active Alpha 3. South Valley traffic, Mirror 506 South Echo, turning left downwind 34 South Valley. South Valley, Cessna 9042 Quebec, left base 34, full stop, South Valley. South Valley traffic, Cessna 792, taxi Alpha 3, Bravo, North Shooting, South Valley.
Okay, power is set. Airspeed is live, everything's looking good. Looking for 85 knots, there's 85. Rotate. Tap the brakes, get the gear up. Get the flaps up. At South Valley, TBM is off at runway 34, departing to the northwest, South Valley. So much traffic all the time coming out of here. Again, just going VFR so we don't get by the controllers here with the Bravo. Salt Lake basically just hates IFR traffic out of the South Valley, so go VFR here and get out of the Bravo ASAP and then go from there. Flying over the Great Salt Lake. Disgusting body of water. Okay, we are almost clear of the Bravo. I'll go up to 17.5 for now. So yeah, got the L-39 out to Alabama. Took 4 legs. That's also kind of a VFR, IFR airplane, of course. You know, it's really not fun to fly in IMC. Especially up high, no de-ice, except for the engine, things like that. So you really got to be careful with it. So that's another one where we're flying IFR, but really we're remaining VMC most of the way. Got that out there, did some good dual instruction on the way out. Taught Jason how to fly the thing, and I mean, it was trial by fire, just throwing him right into the mix, and did a great job. So got that thing out there, airline back here. It's kind of a fun experience last night, sitting on American, going around a ton of weather, this 1,000-mile long storm system across the US, and we're like down over Texas, going around all this stuff, and I was just looking at something in ForeFlight for a moment. And where are we going as we started to make another turn around some of the weather? Because the radar in ForeFlight wasn't showing anything out ahead of us. I switched back to 8 flight, and it was just like a dramatic difference. I'll show you guys the screenshots here. At the same time, fully loaded, same connection. It's like ton of weather in 8 flight and absolutely nothing in 4 flight. So that's you know, it's one thing when you're flying and you want real-time weather information, which, you know, a lot of GA pilots admittedly don't have, you know, in-flight internet connectivity a lot of the time. A lot of times you do have good cellular connection. Now with Starlink and things like that, people are starting to get that in flight. But just imagine planning that. If you're about to take off and you look and the closest weather on the radar is 50 miles away, so you're like, yeah, let's launch now. And then in reality, that's just not the latest information, and this stuff is built over the last 20 minutes, and your 20-minute-old picture doesn't tell you that there's a massive storm right there. It's really important for pre-flight planning too. There's a lot of instances like that where stuff builds quickly. You want to know, has it gone through? Is it out of the way? Can I take off yet? And 8 Flight's the only app out there that gives you that information to know in real time what the weather's doing and what that means you're going to do, just even from a planning standpoint, let alone in flight. So that was just mind-blowing even for me to see the difference there. But yeah, go check out 8 Flight, 8flightapp.com. We've got the best weather forecasts, and of course the only source of real FBO fees and actual fuel prices, along with restaurants, hotels, and a whole bunch of cool stuff coming. I'm so excited, you guys. It's going to be a good year. So let's see what the weather's doing here in Alpine. I call it overcast 3600. So we'll see what it's like as we get up here just a little bit further. If it looks like there's going to be a hole, we just go down through and keep it easy, or if we end up shooting this approach. Okay, well, it looks like this cloud layer is going to be pretty thick. So I don't know that we're going to find a hole. It's probably easier just call center at this point, pick up an IFR. Salt Lake Center, TBM 901, Pop X-ray.
November 901, Pop X-ray, Salt Lake Center, go ahead.
Yeah, we're about 40 miles, 50 miles southwest of Alpine, looking for an IFR to Alpine.
What airport did you depart?
Uniform 4-2.
November 901, Pop X-ray, squawk code squawk code 4310.
4310, 901 Pop X-ray.
901 Pop X-ray, Salt Lake Center, I got your radar contact position, altitude check. You're cleared to the Alpine Airport via High Rob direct, maintain flight level 200.
Okay, cleared to Alpine via High Rob direct, maintain flight level 200, 901 Pop X-ray.
Number 901 Pop X-ray. Actually, you can descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000 in the Alpine altimeter 3004.
Okay, discretion of 16,000 for 901 Pop X-ray. We'll just probably sit here at 17.5 for a minute then. Okay, so discretion of 16,000. We'll stay here, stay on top of all this stuff. Get the, make sure all the heats are
Delta
still working.
664, contact Seattle, Crone, Salt Lake Center 121.15.
But yeah, just not looking like much hope of finding a hole out here today.
Center, air sprint 511, 12450.
Okay, 6260. I'll make it 6360. I like that better. That's the category B minimum, so we can do category A in this, but I kind of like category B a little better. Okay, so they're calling it broken 3500.
74 Salt Lake Center.
Or overcast 3500. And winds out of the west, so we might end up just circling to 31.
We've got the field insight. We'll go ahead and cancel IFR.
450, 4 Pop Alpha. IFR cancellation received. Squawk VFR for speed change approved. Number 91 Pop X-ray. Let me know when you have the current weather at Alpine and your approach request.
Oh, we have the weather. We'll be looking for the RNAV November.
91 Pop X-ray. Do you want me to back to you a little bit north of High Rob, or do you want to do the procedure turn?
Yeah, we can take it back to. That'd be great.
Number 91 Pop X-ray. Fly heading 350.
350, 91 Pop X-ray. Okay, boots all still look good.
Number 91 Pop X-ray, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 12,000.
Discretion of 12,000, 1 Pop X-ray.
1 Pop X-ray, fly heading 340.
340, 1 Pop X-ray. Okay, so looks like that's nicely painting the terrain out there. Really nothing to worry about right here. So this stuff's real light that's showing up on the next rad.
Number 9-1 Pop X-ray, show you beam Rud 2, cleared right-hand turn, direct Rud 2, main cross Rud 2 at above 12000, cleared RNAV, November, runway 13, Alpine.
Is that direct high Rob?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it's cleared direct high Rob and cross high Rob at or above 12000, cleared RNAV, November. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Direct high Rob at or above 12000, cleared RNAV 13 November, approaching Alpine, 1 Pop X-ray, thanks.
Sky 3801.
There, below 200 knots, we'll get the inertial separator open.
127.7,
Sky was 3801.
Sky 3825, cleared direct fair.
Clear direct bear.
Basically, we want to be at like 9,000 in 4 minutes.
132.4.
So, as we want to shoot this approach a little steeper to get down through any icing,
Alaska 620,
that's going to be 8,000 feet in 4 minutes, 2,000 feet a minute. That's pretty reasonable.
Thank you. Speedbird 27 November Victor, contact Salt Lake Center 127.
Perfect. Inertial separators on. We got all the de-ice on, except for the wings. Get that if we actually get some.
American 2944, Salt
Yeah,
Lake
we'll
Center.
probably start heading on down.
Alpine Air Park, automated weather observation, 19er 2, 9er Zulu. Wind 270 at 10 knots. Peak gusts 17 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition overcast.
Number 9-1 Pop X-ray, report your cancellation of IFR on this frequency or if unable on the ground. Through flight service, change advisory approved.
Altimeter 3.
1 Pop X-ray, thanks. We'll talk to you later.
Inches of mercury.
Alpine traffic, TBM, 9-1 Pop X-ray is about a 15-mile final. The approach, 1-3, probably circle, 3-1 Alpine. Well, if we're gonna get any ice, this is probably where we get it. We're not getting much. Maybe some trace rime, just barely. Okay, we're past high Rob. We go down to 9,800 here for Jarmu. Okay, there we go. Starting to get a little bit of ice. Still not much. Just like some light mixed. Okay, Jarmu at 98. Now we go down to 92 for Phospha. Go ahead and pop the boots. I'll go ahead and hand fly for now, especially since we get some ice just about below it. So there's 9,200. There's Phospha. We go down to 7540. We got a turn here. Go ahead and put the gear down. So 7,600 for the moment. And there's the airport. A little bit of snow. So there's 7540 for Wapo. And we'll get up here and we'll circle.
Alpine Air Park, automated weather observation, 19er 3, 5 Zulu. Wind 280 at 10 knots. Peak gusts 16 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition overcast at 3,700. Temperature 7 Celsius. Dew point 1 Celsius. Altimeter 3005 inches of mercury.
Alpine traffic, TBM 91 Pop X-ray is left downwind, runway 31 Alpine. Bumpy as shit up here with these winds over the mountains with all the weather. And down here it's positive too, so we should get all that ice melted off. That'll be nice for landing. Okay, we'll go ahead and get configured here below 120 knots because this is kind of a tight approach to land 3-1 in this thing that doesn't like to roll. And I think I'm going to go ahead and turn the airframe de-ice off after this cycle now. If we do have some ice on the airframe, we want 95 knots or more. We don't really, because it's all going to be melted from here. Okay, gears 3 green, flaps are full, yaw dampers off, inertial separators on. Giphy. Bird.
Minimum. Terrain ahead. $500. Airspeed.
Call Salt Lake Center. Hi, November 901, Papa X-ray on the ground at Alpine, cancel IFR. Thank you, take care, bye.